The Scarlet Witch, Jean Grey, aka the Phoenix, as well as Storm are not only going to be creating a new team together, they'll also be creating a new multiverse. Let's talk about it. Two major things you need to know in order to understand this video. The first one being is Eternity, or more specifically the 8th iteration of Eternity, current Eternity, is coming to an end, and the 9th one is soon starting. The second thing you need to know is that there is a cosmic war going on pertaining these two individuals here, the Lightbringer and the Anti-All. Creation versus nothingness, or narrative versus the lack thereof. Now with all that out of the way, let's firstly touch on what team these three will be creating, and that team is the Defenders. If you haven't peeped yet, every recent Defenders comic has to do with the cosmology of Marvel. And the first one we got here is literally the Lightbringer versus Anti-All, creating this whole process that we're currently in. Secondly, in the Defenders Beyond, we get a whole new team, again, scourging the cosmos in order to learn new things, even from the one above all. That same gimmick of exploring in the multiverse, as well as defending it, as the name implies, is going to pertain to all three of these completely. If you haven't noticed already, a lot of cosmic entities are starting to gather their heralds, and I use heralds lightly here. It's quite obvious that all the cosmic entities are trying to prepare for something like the end of everything, or more specifically, nothingness taking over creation. These three ladies have the power in order to save it all. This will also now tie into creating a new multiverse. It's been hinted at for a while now, the fact that existence needs things like chaos, life, etc, to exist. Have Scarlet Witch being chaos, being the manipulator of probability. We have Jean Grey, who is creation itself. Now we have Storm, the literal herald of eternity. All three of these combined literally allows one to recreate everything. I believe when the 8th cosmos ends with the fight against the Anti-All and the 9th one comes in, those three females that I've mentioned are going to be the cause of it. Not the cause, are going to be major factors, because I could see some shit like Doom or Thanos being like, I got you again, you know, like, we got the team. We understand their new capabilities and how they could create a new existence. Quite recently, each of these three are fighting against aspects of the Anti-All. Scarlet Witch went up against the Griever quite recently. Jean Grey just beat Gore and is going to be fighting multitudes of other dark gods as her comic series continues. Storm's main mission in her new comic run is facing off against Oblivion, all things that pertain to nothingness, again, aspects of the Anti-All. All three factors combined, you can now see why they're going to, 1, build a team, 2, create new existence in order to stop the Anti-All from consuming everything, and then 3, we know why they are fighting the Anti-All. In summary, each one of these three individuals pertain to the fundamentals of creation, and that is why the Anti-All wants them gone. And eventually, I believe these three, as well as like maybe Thor and Hulk, are going to be building a new Defenders team. What do you think?